Steve, this is a bit of a surprise. We're seeing Layers of Fear come back in 2023. Now, this is an interesting package. Layers of Fear, the first game, Layers of Fear 2 as well, the DLC for all of that, and there appears to be a third added on section 2 that involves a new character. I'm moving into this game very excited, very eager to get my hands on it, and I've come across pretty impressed, but we'll get to that shortly. What was your first impression getting it?
This is the first time I've actually played Layers of Fear, and I will point out as well this remake or the remaster is only for next-gen consoles only. First off, visually, it looks absolutely amazing. How they've done, as you said, you've got different characters to this, so you start off as a painter, and the way they've done his mansion, the detail was amazing, and it is the best. I don't know the best way to describe it. Is it kind of like a horror walking sim kind of game? Because narrative is a very heavily narrative story to find out the lives of these characters, which have no names. But it is a lot of investigating, going to lots of rooms, finding little notes to get the backstory of these characters. But obviously some rooms are locked, so you might have to find a key, which could do with solving puzzles and getting the key to progress. But this game does mess with your mind as well, because you go to a locked door and you think, okay, get a key, you turn around, and all of a sudden you're not in that room anymore. You're absolutely somewhere else. But I want to touch on as well, the audio in this is phenomenally good.
Oh yes, excellent. It looks incredible, even down to the little details that you pick up items and inspect them as part of the puzzles. You're right, it's got this kind of hyper HD textures across everything. The wood looks like wood, for example, and it's really, really well done that way. This is a binaural audio experience, which means it gives you the sound differentiates between the ears. I believe they use two microphones spaced across about the distance of your ears, and that's how that works. But in this game, it's used to its maximum potential, in my opinion. There's what could be, like you say, a walking simulator, and going from one room to another might not be incredibly scary at all. But when you can hear every little drop, every little creak in the door as you walk past, the different sounds, everything is such a rich sound. This is a follow-up to one of my favorite games, actually. But I want to get your opinion on this first. You're the newcomer here. What would you score this game?
I had a great time in this. It did take me a little while initially to get into the game, because you just do a lot of walking around to find out what you're supposed to do. But the voice acting, the visuals, the audio, it all worked really, really well. And I'm giving this an 8.5 out of 10, because this is something I do want to finish. I did get to Layers of 2, but the actor, because it's a bit more scary than the first one, and I would like to see how that story goes. So that's why I'm giving this an 8.5 out of 10. How about yourself?
Okay, I think I agree with most of what you said, actually. But when it comes to the actor, it didn't really strike me the same way. However, this is all packed together in one ginormous package, and it looks amazing and sounds amazing, and that painting story is just intense. I love it. This is one of my favorite games. I have to give this a 9 out of 10.